On Matt Loss, after weight 138,
Are you getting signed? Okay. If you need me to turn it up.
they changed the weight class.
So you have the girls in this lineup. They're not wrestling here, are they?
She's getting a forfeit, and Esmeralda is wrestling.
Okay. So the ones I have right here.
Yeah, the ones at the bottom, Natalie, Jennifer, Jacqueline, you go right before varsity.
Got it. I see. So the girls are wrestling last. Last.
Bienvenidos, aloha, welcome in to TarTV. Alex Crawford and wrestling head coach Dominic Ballone with you here live from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium, back indoors for our first wrestling meet of the season. Coach Ballone, again, per usual, wearing many, many hats, coaching, organizing, helping a wrestler put on his headgear, and eating an apple. Let's make sure your mic is properly.
It needs to be
up. We got to turn you up.
Turn me up.
Yeah, there you go. I think that's good. There we go.
Hello, Internet.
There we
Anyone
go.
out there
Okay.
watching?
Coach Below. Yeah, well, I saw we had a lively chat room in the TarTV YouTube stream before we even went live. People were eager. So you must have promoted this pretty well.
Excellent. I did send it out to our current wrestling community and our former wrestling community that's on Facebook. Sent it out to my parents, some alumni parents, the Beaudettes. Sent it out to them. Yeah, get it out there.
Well, we appreciate everybody tuning in, and it's great to be back. Actually, you know what? It's great to be back inside. It's great to be back watching Newport Harbor Wrestling, but it was a treat to do some wrestling meets outdoors in the spring. That was pretty fun.
It was pretty fun. And I was a little worried about, because we did it in the spring, our wrestling season, and now that we're in the winter, I didn't know about the lighting. I didn't know about the temperature, if it was going to be foggy.
It could be
and
cold,
so
dark, and foggy.
might be slip and slide on the mat.
So this is good. This is good that we're back inside. And
We're currently have Garibay is out there to get a forfeit, and then we're waiting for Esmeralda to go next, and now Coach Pignon's taking care of it because I've sent him the picture of the stat sheet.
got it. Okay, so we're starting off with some forfeits here.
Yes.
And that was
Garibay, Brianna.
Brianna Garibay at the 113 weight class getting a forfeit.
And now we have Esmeralda Sevilla.
And she's wrestling 120 against
120 against
Peterson,
Peterson
from
first match of the season for
and
Esmeralda.
first match of the season for Newport Harbor High School, right?
Yes.
So Esmeralda Sevilla against Peterson from Irvine, 120, and it's going to be 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute.
That's
Freshman rules for these 3 periods, correct?
Correct.
And
Frost off, technically.
Frost off. So for our viewers at home or listeners at home, we're going to start off running through. Frostoff and JV are combined, but as you said, everyone's freshmen today.
Everyone at this level is going to be Frost off.
And then we'll have a couple JV wrestlers, some of the ladies.
The ladies are actually going to be at the varsity level.
Okay.
And what we're going to do with them is highlight them after this match and right before boys varsity starts.
Got it.
Our three varsity girl standouts.
Okay, so they're going to go, and then we'll get into the rest of the varsity matches. But starting off, we got Frostoff.
Okay, so I'm being informed that Crawford is not on the mic. That might be
Interesting.
by one of my coaches who's listening in from Carpinteria.
Oh, great place to be listening in from.
So we got a takedown by Irvine here. Esmeralda tried to put in a nice sprawl, but she was overpowered. She does work her way to her belly, and now she is down by a score of 4-0. She's getting put into a pretty mean half Nelson. She's got to learn how to fight that off. Her headgear's already a mess. Common for freshmen.
So this is her first varsity match, or first match.
Frost off. Yeah.
Frost off, and a great position by Peterson, and a pin from a referee, Ted Norkunis, with 2 seconds left on the clock.
You are in, Alex Crawford.
Okay, so.
I think. Oh, Coach Tunney. I hear him now.
Okay,
yes.
great. Well, thank you. Shout out.
Coach Tunney. Checking out.
Did he call me Steve Crawford?
No, he did not.
Okay.
He did text it, though.
Well, hey, thanks, Coach. We appreciate you tuning in no matter what you call me.
I love it.
So first match of the way, Frostoff level 1 by Irvine.
Excuse me while I take a bite of my apple.
That's fine. You can keep the headset on. We don't care. That's great sound effects for everyone watching at home.
My mic's in the way.
Oh, the mic's in the way. Yeah, okay. Well, in case
I don't want to eat the mic.
These mics have been through a lot. And, you know, we share these headsets. TarTV, we use these for all the different sports. So we disinfect in between sometimes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. So next
this
up.
is freshman Max Umholtz. His first ever match.
Max Umholtz.
That's correct.
Wrestling against Mr. Patel, 132-pound weight class, Frostoff from Irvine.
We don't have to keep score so bad as we did when we were outside because
that's a great point.
Right
we
here.
have a scoreboard. We got Coach K, Noel K, mild cross country and track coach running the scoreboard. Mild wrestling and math teacher, wrestling coach, math teacher, Coach Balone. Here on the live stream. You looking for somewhere to throw your apple core?
Yeah.
You can just toss it on the mat. They don't, you know. You run the show here.
I know, right?
You can leave it on the table. It won't bother me. It's biodegradable.
I got my nutrition in, so we're good to go. I think I'm good for the next couple hours. Peggy's probably listening in. Hi, Peggy.
Your wife?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep.
She's a loyal listener,
A loyal follower.
viewer. We appreciate it. And now,
Now we got Patel, right?
yep, Patel versus Max Umholtz. Max Umholtz, 132-pound weight class. Frost off, 1 minute on the clock. Now, Coach Balone, I think we should note that there's a change at the helm of the Irvine wrestling program. Your old coach, who ran the program for how many years?
Oh gosh, years. So since I was a freshman, so I'm gonna put like 1987 until last year.
Wow. And coach retired. And we got a new coach. Nam Tran
Nam Tran, that's
is the new
correct.
coach of Irvine. That's a long time, 1987?
Yes.
And you're older than I thought.
Yeah, I'm 48. How about that?
I just always thought all my teachers were like in their 30s, but guess what? Now I'm in my 30s, so.
Yeah, so that's the way it goes, huh? Okay, we got a nice double leg attack by Irvine, but it was countered. And I'm putting on another hat right now. I'm going to answer a phone call from a parent.
Okay. Well, Coach Balone answers the phone call. I'll keep it right here. 5 seconds on the clock. Scoreless, first period. And that's where it will end. Scoreless. No points for Irvine, no points for Newport. 132-pound weight class.
You're at Huntington Beach, right?
And we'll head to the second period.
Yes, Oilers. Okay, I'll text him and I'll let you know.
And it looks like referee Ted Norkunis signaling that the wrestlers will begin the second period in the neutral position. Freshman Max Umholtz, first match of his career. Class of 2025. Wow.
I'm back on.
Okay.
Hello. What's up, everybody?
So Coach Max, this is his first match. Oh, he's going for a single leg takedown there.
Kind of, yeah. So he did attack one leg, but technically that is a high crotch. Because
Okay.
his head's on the outside.
Ah,
If his head were in the inside position, that would be considered a single. But so you were right about the attacking of one leg.
but it was a high crotch.
But it was a high crotch, and he did finish it.
And he got a takedown and some near fall points. With 3 seconds to go in the period, he's going for the pin. Oh,
Misses.
he misses the pin. But those are the first points of young Max Umholtz's wrestling career here for the Sailors.
Now we go into the third period, right? Yes.
Third period, Newport. Max Umholtz up 4-0.
Okay, so we got a pressure ride by Irvine, trying to crash the arm down. Max weathered the pressure there. Now he's trying to slip out. He's got himself into a better position here, to his feet for an escape.
Coach, answer this question for me. For a guy like Max Umholtz, freshman, first match of his career, how long has he been wrestling? I mean, did he just join the program or did he join in the fall?
He started during when school started, so he's been with me since September, August. And as you can see, he's picking up things.
Quickly.
Learned to sprawl.
Got 30 seconds left, and Max is up 5-0.
He's on his chance. He good. He gets a go behind. We worked on those yesterday, in fact. Now he's crashing the arm a little bit, trying to stay behind him. Good. Circling.
7-0 lead.
And then he has made the classic mistake of crashing the arm and grabbing an ankle at the same time instead of controlling a tight waist. Things to work on, of course.
Well, he seems like a quick learner.
But looks like we're going to get a 7-0 victory.
There we go, Newport.
First ever match.
7-0, first match for Max Umholtz and first victory of the day for the Sailors.
Correct. It's first non-forfeit victory.
Non-forfeit victory, because we had a few of those to open up.
A few.
Max wins, 7-0. And we are moving down to the 138-pound weight class. And we have Mr. Gruber.
Oh, yes. A football player comes out for the wrestling team, Michael Gruber.
Michael Gruber, love it. Love the multi-sport crossover.
He has his arm taped, as you can see, because he has a bracelet there. And the referee's asking him about it.
This is a pretty veteran official today, Ted Norkunis, correct?
Yes. So looks like he's going to have to take that bracelet off. Can you cut that? Many hats.
Many hats. Now, he's going to have to cut that off, right?
He did.
It's off.
It has now been removed.
It must have been like a friendship bracelet or something.
I think that friendship has been broken. Bracelet has been broken.
Friendship bracelet. Well, you know.
Oh, his girlfriend is going to be angry. That's the report from Coach Pignon.
He's just a freshman, so let me tell you something about freshman friendships.
Don't do it.
They don't always
say
last.
it, Crawford.
It was going to come off at some point.
How dare you?
You got to pull the scab off, the Band-Aid off.
How dare you?
All right, so we got Michael Gruber, 138-pound weight class wrestling, Mr. Cruz from Irvine.
So Mikey just came out from football. So he's been with me for 2 weeks. Good athlete. According to him, he was a football starter. Getting a lot of playing time out there in football.
Well, the freshman team actually did very well this year.
Yeah, and so he's on his journey, his wrestling journey.
How many multi-sport athletes do you have, Coach Blown?
We'll see how many head off to like track or baseball after the season, but basically, as of right now, I got 3 football players. I think I'll get a few more when football's done with their playoff run. And then in the off season, in our wrestling off season, there'll probably be some kids that go out to track or
baseball.
So I would say less than 10.
I feel like wrestling is one of those sports that
a good double leg attack. So we've learned here that Mikey couldn't defend the double leg attack against him, but he did make a nice shot, but he did not finish.
He's got himself in a little bit of trouble here.
They're like in a weird scrambly situation. Both wrestlers are clearly not well practiced in this particular situation.
And I think both wrestlers are looking at their coaches for some instruction.
Yes. Okay. Trying to lift that leg up. Maybe this is a good time to call a stalemate by the referee. Maybe. He's letting them play it out for the last 15 seconds.
Irvine leads 2-0.
So if he takes his, he got behind.
Oh, all right. 5 seconds to go, and he gets the takedown, ties it up.
Do you have something to turn the volume down a little bit? Just a little bit.
How's that, Coach?
Great.
Better?
Yeah.
Too
much.
Okay, good. Just making sure.
Perfect.
Just right.
Okay, we got ourselves a 2-2 battle, third period. I think Mikey is going to... Green was given a warning for stalling, taking too long to get set. Now Mikey's going to go on bottom. Strategy here, of course, as we talked about on the live stream last year, is it's a little bit easier to get points out of the bottom, generally speaking, than in a top position.
Well, they got 1 minute.
But at the freshman level, you never know what can happen. But anyway, so if he can get himself into a stand-up situation.
No points yet. About 30 seconds elapsed.
If we get through this, then we go into an overtime criteria where the person who gets the takedown is going to win the match. Getting a little ahead of myself. We still got 28 seconds. We got ourselves in a half Nelson to fight off.
Oh,
this could result in some near fall.
Yep.
That's going to be a tough one. He's going to have to now get a reversal if he's going to. Oh, he's got himself in a pinning, getting himself pinned.
Gruber trying to fight off his back. Cruz has him down. 4 seconds to go. Norkunis looking for it. And the horn sounds, so no pin, but a victory.
A 5-2 victory for Irvine. Very good half Nelson to finish that match off. When you're a freshman, it's good to try out different positions like this. Maybe a neutral position or a top position might have worked out better for him, but we don't know until we go out there and try it.
First match of his career.
First match.
A lot of first matches, career firsts today.
Correct. Yep.
And now we have Mr. Agzor.
Ryan Agzor going out to get a forfeit.
And
then next up is Robert Windley.
And Windley will be wrestling Pajuhesh from Irvine.
Yes.
So that'll be 160. And Agzor takes a forfeit. And if I recall, the Sailors 145-pounder, Mr. Agzor, a bit of a musical talent as well.
Yes, we did have him sing the national anthem at a wrestling event.
It was for CIF, I believe.
It was probably for
CIF
one of the
duels
CIF.
this last spring, where you guys made a nice.
We did make
run.
a little bit of a run.
But it's pretty cool to see someone from the team come out and sing the anthem.
Yep.
Before the match, and then get out there and compete.
Yes. Yes. Take your varsity guys. Take Kai with you too. So after this match, I think we have one more. Or is this it? After this match, we have one more, Solomon.
Yep, and then
we'll have a little bit of a break, and then the girls will come out with the boys with the whole pomp and circumstance, and then we'll have the 3 girls matches.
What does the pomp and circumstance consist of?
Running around,
listen to music.
Yeah,
I forgot about that.
Little showboat.
Get fired up.
Yeah, get fired up. Get the home crowd into it.
Well, that'll be a treat for our viewers on the TarTV live stream.
Absolutely.
To join in on the fun. But right now in front of us, 160-pound weight class.
Robert Windley
against Mr. Pajuhesh from Irvine.
So we do. We've partnered with a gym called Vibe Gym, also Shamba Gym, and so a lot of our wrestlers go over and train there on the time gap we have between school and when our practice starts. Robert Windley's one of those who goes to the Vibe Gym and trains over there, gets some strength and conditioning, gets some extra wrestling technique, and so it's good to see him out here competing. Representing Newport Harbor with that extra work that some of the kids don't take advantage of.
And so that's an optional. You could go pump some iron.
Yes.
Is there a program that you have for them? Or?
Yeah. So the owner of the gym he's a father of one of the kids on the program, the Sapatasos.
Oh, okay, great.
And he has 3 days a week where they do strength and conditioning, and 2 days a week where he has an NCAA wrestler come and show him technique.
Oh, that's awesome.
So they're getting an extra hour of a workout, hour and a half workout every day before my wrestling practice starts.
If they want. If they choose to tap in.
Correct. And he is one of them. And he's just given up a reversal.
Irvine leading 2-0, second period.
He's got his head and his knee close together. That made the cradle an option, but the Irvine wrestler didn't quite do the cradle correctly, so Windley dodged a bullet there. He is moving, standing. He's trying to stand up, control hands.
He's close to an escape.
Oh, so Coach Almquist was on the live stream. If you're still there, Coach Almquist, say hi. Coach Almquist, for those of you who don't know, was the Coronel Del Mar wrestling coach for many, many years until he moved to Tennessee. And so good to see you reach out to me, Coach Almquist.
That's
Hope
great.
You're still watching.
You got a lot. You do a great job promoting the live stream, bringing in viewers all around Carpinteria, Tennessee.
That's right. And my parents possibly are logged in. They're on vacation.
Oh.
But I sent them the live stream. They do love to Zoom to log in and check it out. And they are in I think Puerto Vallarta.
Wow. Okay, so we're international today.
We are international today. Definitely international. Yeah, Puerto Vallarta. Look at that.
Okay. We're tuned in around the globe. Thank you.
Oh, Larner is checking in. Almquist, I'm getting Almquist is sending me pictures. Not of the live stream, but other random stuff. Coach Almquist is quite the juggler. if you ever got to meet Coach Holmquist.
Oh, like actually?
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Like
Not like you today, juggling a lot of activities
correct.
at the meet.
Yeah, not wearing a lot of hats juggling, but actual juggling.
Wow.
Okay, so we're down 2-0 here with 30 seconds left. Winley is attempting to get a takedown here. He has options. Irvine is countering well, but we still have options. 17 seconds, so he's got to really get after it now with 14 seconds. Being a freshman, he's probably not aware that he only has 10 seconds left. Coach Pignon is trying to put the fear into him to get him to move. He is attacking the legs.
Can he get it before the clock strikes
might,
0?
he might.
Oh, it's
He did.
close.
He got two.
Wow.
We're going to overtime.
That is a buzzer beater.
That is a buzzer beater.
How about that? And if you're the Irvine wrestler, Pajahesh, you had about half a second
You just had to
freedom,
barely
and you
hold
couldn't
on.
get it.
So Jack Larner's on out there.
Oh,
How's
wow.
it going, Jack Larner?
What's he up to these days?
I'm just going to make stuff up. Let's see. He's probably in some weightlifting competitions and probably hot dog eating competitions. That sounds about right.
You could talk me into it.
Yep.
I
And,
believe you.
We're now into overtime.
So what happens here, Coach? What's the rules?
It is a sudden victory. Whoever scores a point first is going to be the winner. If we do get out of this 1 minute neutral situation, then we'll do 2 30-second overtime periods where they will wrestle the entire time. So, first one to score here.
Any points?
Correct. Oh, Kobe Khan checking in on the live stream. Hey, buddy. How's it going?
Wow.
Glad he's checking in from Texas.
Wow.
As far as I know, unless he's moved. I think it's still Texas. Missing you, Kobe.
8 seconds, no points.
Okay, we're going deep into overtime. So this next overtime piece is going to be 2 30-second overtime periods, and it's not who scores first, but a total accumulation of points over those 2 30 seconds.
Okay,
periods.
interesting.
One guy will be top, one guy will be bottom.
They each get to go.
Correct. And then, we got a little bit of overworking by Winley, a little potential, how should we say? Maybe he needs a breather timeout.
He looks pretty winded out there.
He looks pretty winded. I think a 5-minute match is a little rough for a freshman.
This is his first match.
First match.
So now he's in double overtime.
He's in double overtime.
How about that? Well, he certainly won't forget it.
Okay, so we got to score some points here. He's got. Oh, we got an escape. We got the 1 point.
Okay. Newport up 1. 20 seconds.
You keep wrestling.
Oh,
they
thought
did
it
not
was
understand the rules. Not atypical for freshmen.
Both of them started walking back to their benches.
Yeah, they thought it was over.
How about that?
I think that would have been a good time to get a takedown shot.
Sure.
Okay, we got 0 seconds left. Now, the other wrestler gets to choose 30 seconds. And then,
Both wrestlers look pretty tired. at
if
this point.
Robert Winley holds him down for the entire 30 seconds, he will win. If he scores any points whatsoever, it will make it very difficult for the Irvine wrestler to come back. If the Irvine wrestler gets to his feet, then we're tied again.
And then what happens?
3-3. Then we go to an ultimate tiebreaker.
What's that?
An ultimate tiebreaker will be a 30-second period. First one to score wins. But one person has to be on top, one person has to be on bottom. If the person on top rides them the entire 30 seconds, then they automatically win. Even if they don't score.
So, because someone has to win.
Someone has to win after that. Triple overtime criteria. So we're tied up here.
So we're going to triple
If
OT.
there's no takedown, if there's no takedown, then we're going to triple OT.
Winley looked like he wanted to take a shot. 5 seconds
There.
to go.
He's going for it. Go, get it, buddy.
Uh-oh, no, Irvine
Nope,
got
he's got
it.
the leg. He's got the leg.
Oh, he's got the leg.
He's got the leg trap.
Oh,
so
wow.
we're going to triple overtime. And so the Irvine wrestler scored first in the match, so he will get choice, and he will likely choose bottom. The moment anyone scores, match is over. So he cannot let him up. He's got to ride him the whole time.
But if he rides him the whole time, that's a win for
First
Winley.
one to score wins. He cannot let him go. First one to score wins.
Uh-oh.
Okay, so an escape
Oh, that's over.
is going to win the match. That's it. The match is over. It's over. The ref, unless they change the rules on me, That's right. They did not change the rules on me.
You were right.
Oh, I'm getting another phone call.
First one to score wins. First one to score wins there.
Triple overtime, ultimate tiebreaker, and unfortunately for the Newport Harbor faithful, Robert Winley not victorious. Mr. Pajahesh from Irvine gets the win. But what a memorable first match of Robert Winley's career. Triple overtime, he does lose by 1 point. And we head on down to the 170-pound weight class. We'll have Solomon against Nisley. 170, Solomon against Nisley. That will round it out for our Frosh-Soft matches today.
After this match, we will have a little break in the action while Irvine warms up for varsity. And then we'll have a little showboating before we start up.
We're going to take that break, and then we'll have the female wrestlers go?
Correct.
Okay, and then we'll have, okay, cool. Wow, great day of wrestling here at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. No score yet, 30 seconds in. The last match of our Frosh-Soft round. Three seconds to go. No score, no points in the 170-pound class between Solomon and Nisley. Coach Pignon giving out some instructions. Coach Balone up here in the broadcast booth.
I am. I'm dealing with some chaos, but I think
what
I
else
can pay
is
attention.
new? What else is new, Coach?
Love it. So we only have one more home dual meet this year, December 1st.
That's it?
That's it. We have only 2 league dual meets, and they're both away.
Okay.
And then we
what
have.
the heck?
Yeah.
Why there was more during COVID?
We have 3 home. We have 3 dual meets total, but one of the teams is not going to field a team, so and they would have been here.
Okay.
But that match is not happening.
Got it.
And then all of our other dual meets are on the road.
Okay, yeah, sure. If you want. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yeah. That'd be cool for them. Yeah, sure.
Winley! Get Winley. At the conclusion of this match, we'll get an interview with triple overtime wrestler Robert Winley.
If he can talk, he looked pretty winded, Coach.
Stay tuned after the end of the 3rd period.
All right, 3rd period, still scoreless. 1 minute left in this match. 1-1-1, the format for Frosh-Soft. And no one scored yet, Coach.
We have a 0-0 match deep into the 3rd period. Newport Harbor is on bottom, so an escape could be just enough.
Solomon's trying.
Okay, we're on our belly. It's a tough place to fight out of, so we do need to build our base, get up to a base, and then try to work towards the stand-up. We do have a warning for stalling. Aiden is what I would call turtling, elbows in and just sort of hanging on.
And it looks like we're getting close.
We're getting a half Nelson attempt. And I know the ref does not want to call another stalling if possible. I think he would like to see this play out with wrestling technique, but if Aiden keeps turtling, that will no longer be an option. Perfect. Okay, we got 2 seconds, 1 second.
And
okay, another
no
overtime
points.
match.
No points. Back-to-back OT. Free wrestling for our viewers at home. Usually got to pay extra for
exactly
some extra wrestling, but we'll give it to you for free here today on TarTV. Coach, tell me a little bit about our Newport Harbor wrestler here, Aiden Solomon.
Aiden Solomon, mother wrestled in high school and did quite well. In fact,
Oh, wow.
She wrestled for Esperanza High School and was a California state champion for the in her weight class.
I would say that's very, very good.
Very good, and he just got a takedown, making his mama proud.
And so he wins the match.
He wins the match. 2
Okay.
takedown in the first overtime criterias. Winner takes all.
Back-to-back OT. Newport loses the first, wins the second.
Okay, that concludes the matches here. We're gonna hand this off to Crawford and Robert Winley, and I'm gonna go hurt some cats for a few minutes.
You got to do some work. Okay, well, we'll have you back up here, Coach, when we get
shortly.
set for varsity.
Okay, I'll throw my apple away.
You don't. I mean, you can throw it wherever you want.
Okay, hang
Well,
on.
not anywhere. Not anywhere. All right, Coach Malone will be back in a second, but joining me here now on our TarTV broadcast is freshman wrestler Robert Winley.
Hello there.
Robert, first match of your career?
Yes, sir.
And it goes to triple overtime?
Triple overtime, yes.
How was that? You must be pretty winded after that.
You know, I am winded, but you got to remember wrestling does rely a lot on your stamina and your conditioning and your ability to go into that third period, that overtime, those 3 overtimes even. And as you might have seen while I was going into our first overtime, I was struggling there.
Yeah,
I
you
felt
look
like I was
pretty
gonna
tired.
throw up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I couldn't really feel any moistness in my throat. And I knew that there wasn't going to be a shot clock or anything for that, for me to go get water. Because it's not something that you can do, and it's something you have to be prepared for.
Yeah, so what was going through your head there? Because I was wondering, is he going to puke? What's going on?
I was thinking, you know, I gotta get this taken care of. I gotta find a way to get moistness back in my throat. I gotta find a way to calm my stomach. I gotta get through this overtime.
So focus.
And I need to continue to wrestle smart. Sorry. But you know, I shot through it. After a while, you know, your brain goes into a kind of primal mode where it goes into a fight or flight, and you got to rely on your training and your ability of that work that you put in before to really get where you want to go. If I stayed a little bit more focused and I wrestled a little bit smarter, I think I could have come out victorious. But that is just lessons for me to learn next time.
Well, guess what? You got a lot of wrestling left in front of you. The whole rest of this season, plus 3 more years. So what an opening match. And so on and so forth beyond that. One more question for you before we let you go. Robert, Coach Malone told me that you've been putting a lot of work, hitting the gym hard, using that optional gym time to your advantage. Talk about the training regimen here that you go through to be a Newport Harbor wrestler.
Yeah, before. Well, it's really about, I sat down and this is what I wanted to do. I've tried other sports. I've tried football, soccer, baseball, it all. It just hasn't spoke to me. And something about this contact sport and wrestling really speaks to me. I really enjoy it. I enjoy the workout that it gives, the commitment.
It's a big commitment.
And I think it's what's best for me. And I think it's going to be what helps me focus in on life, possibly in the future as well. So I sat down and I have optional gym time. I have access to this amazing gym provided to me. I have access to this 2-hour practice, and I can put in work and hours to come out victorious. You know, I joined because it was introduced to me that this was a sport that I could do by somebody who was a senior last year, Jackson Larner, and he really inspired me to do this for myself. So from here, I've kind of just been working out as much as I can. For about a month, I did a challenge called the No Days Off Challenge. 7 days a week, at least an hour a day. I think I did more of 2.5. That killed me. I had multiple days. I was throwing up in bushes outside of the gym.
Wow.
I was pushing myself as hard as I can. But you got to remember, after you throw up, that just means that you have more work to get to that point later and next workout. And it really gets you wrestling. It gets you going. And I think my overall life has kind of shaped up since I started wrestling and since I started performing on the mat. I've also started performing in real life as well. Well,
that's awesome, man. Well, hey, you know what they say. Those uncomfortable situations, triple overtime, throwing up in the bushes after workout, that's where the growth happens. So you got a long, bright career ahead of you. Robert, thanks for hopping on TarTV. Nice to meet you.
No problem.
And good luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
All right, go Sailors.
Go Sailors.
All right, we're going to take a quick breather here. Got both teams warming up on the mat in front of us. Well, actually, we just have one team warming up right now, Irvine, and then we'll get the grand appearance from your Newport Harbor Sailors momentarily. And then we'll get started with varsity. We'll have 3 girls wrestlers for the Sailors and the Vaqueros. And then we'll get into our varsity starting out at 106. So stick around, or if this is a time you want to grab a drink, grab some popcorn, chips, order a pizza, make yourself comfortable. In a couple minutes, we'll be back with the Sailors taking the mat for the varsity wrestling and the girls wrestling, your main event here tonight at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. First match of the season for both these teams, and only a couple dual meets this year for the Sailors at home. So we're not going to get the opportunity to do a ton of wrestling live streams, so it's great to have one for you here on this Wednesday night. Great to talk to Robert Winley. That freshman has got a bright future ahead of himself. One of our better post-game interviews we've had across any sport here on TarTV. So shout out to that young man. And we'll be back in just a few minutes for your varsity wrestling between the Newport Harbor Sailors and the Irvine Vaqueros. You've been watching Newport Harbor Wrestling on TarTV. Oh, wait, we might have another interview. Yes, we got another interview coming up. And joining us here, Aiden Solomon. Oh, take a seat. Come here. Come on down. And here's a microphone for you. Aiden Solomon joining us here, and you won in overtime. And are you a freshman, Aiden?
Mm-hmm.
So is this the first match of your career?
Just about. I did some matches when I was in like 5th grade.
Okay, so first match of your high school career goes to overtime, and you get the win. How'd that feel?
Pretty good. I ran just about out of air at the very beginning, and then I just kept driving, and I eventually won.
Yeah. Well, so what was going through your head there in the overtime period?
Get a takedown, and if you don't, you're out.
And Coach Blow told me that your mom is a really accomplished wrestler. What have you learned about the sport of wrestling from her?
Keep driving.
Keep driving. That's the theme for tonight. And you've got a whole lot of wrestling ahead of you for this season in your career. So must feel good to not only go into overtime and then get the victory in your first match of your career. So congrats,
Yep.
Aiden. Thanks for joining us on TarTV, and we'll see you out there at the varsity level soon enough.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Happy to be on.
All right, go Sailors. Aiden Solomon joining us. Now we'll take a breather. When we come back, the main event, varsity, Sailors, Vaqueros on TarTV.
having a kid? Kenny Rakestraw?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
Oh, yeah, he's having a kid. I'm thinking about 3 or 4 months.
I haven't seen Kenny in forever.
Yeah, I kept in touch with him for a while, but the last couple of years I haven't heard anything. I just saw on Facebook.
That's cool. Do you know where he lived? Like, where is he living?
I think he's still up in the Bay Area.
Oh, okay. Doesn't Mike Poncel have a kid?
Yeah, he's got a kid.
And he lives in the Bay too, right?
Yeah, who was telling me? Maybe it was Trent. He might have moved, I don't know.
I feel like Trent keeps tabs.
Trent does keep pretty good tabs.
Keep good tabs. And then I saw Rex at our cross country or the track meet.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him since then. I gotta hit him up.
Yeah.
I see Trent all the time.
Yeah, and Scotty's around,
I
right?
see Scotty and Trent all the time. Saul sometimes texts.
Yeah.
Eddie, I'll text him.
Saul goes back and forth, sometimes in Hawaii, sometimes here.
Yeah, he's mostly Hawaii. But when he comes out, I usually see him. And then Eddie doesn't come out.
He doesn't come out, right?
Yeah. He's stuck on the island. No, but they hang. I know Saul and Eddie hang out a lot. Because when we did our Battle of the Bay, live stream, I think Saul saw that I posted about it or something, so they were like drinking beers, watching the game. Which is awesome.
Yeah. That's cool.
That's good, yeah.
How's your brother?
He's good. I talk to him all the time. We talk like all the time now. He's going to be done at Oregon soon. He's got one more term, and then he's done. I'm going to see him for Thanksgiving.
Yeah. And then what's he doing after?
Trying to get a job. I know he wants to move like back east, either like New York, or Philly maybe, and get a job doing something in like event planning for running. Like maybe with like
Putting on meets and
marathons or races.
Oh, nice.
I know he said he was like trying to get a job maybe with like some New York City running club that puts on, I forget what it's called, but puts on events and shows, something like that. I think is like, or maybe get a job with like Nike or Adidas doing something. But he said events, meets and stuff, which would be cool.
Yeah.
All wrestlers have proven their willingness to work and sacrifice in order to achieve athletic excellence. By your conduct, allowing these young people to feel pride in their community and schools. In addition, with respect to the athletes, coaches, referees, and spectators, please refrain from using all cell phones and electronic devices. Should the need arise, please use the foyer of the gymnasium out by our
Jennifer, come into the middle.
Thank you. Enjoy the match.
In the middle.
Newport on 3. 1, 2, 3. Newport.
And we will please rise to the national anthem.
Welcome back into TarTV. Alex Crawford, head coach. Dominic Ballone here with you live. Always impressive to have Coach Ballone on the live stream because his team that he coaches is on the mat in front of us competing. So, Coach, big thanks to you, as always, for coming out here and joining us on the live stream.
And as it turns out, not only the team that I coach, but the team that I wrestled for in high school is on the other side.
A lot happening here. The team, and for the first time since 1987, there's a new head coach at the helm of the Irvine program.
That's correct, Nam Tran. Coach Phillips is in the house.
I saw you talking to him before, so that's probably always nice to have him come back, come around. Coach, how's the squad looking this year?
So we've got some really good talent at the a couple of senior standouts are really going to do some damage this year. You know, they're state hopefuls. They want to place in state and want to win in state. And then we got some quality, you know, 2-3 year wrestlers in the varsity lineup, and we got some gaps, and we got some first year wrestlers out there as well. So, you know, like this evening, we're forfeiting all of our heavyweights. Got a little flu bug that went through, so we're hurting in the upper weights a little bit. You know, so, but yeah, if we're healthy and everyone's on point, then we should do okay. This is one of our senior standouts here, Kai Villasenor.
How many seniors did we lose from last year's squad?
We lost some seniors last year. Definitely, I'm going to say about 5 or 6 seniors. This year, I believe we're going to lose 8 seniors.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So here's another one of our senior standouts. Team captain, senior Giovanni Sabatasso.
Yeah, who are the captains this year?
So the captains this year are, for the boys' side, is Giovanni Sabatasso and Jacob Ketley Wheeler. Junior, he's a junior. My girls team captains are Jennifer Madrigal and Skylar Gassel here right next to Coach Pignon.
Got it. It's always good to see some of the wrestlers that, we saw out there in the COVID season.
Yep.
Back out here, maybe a little leaner or a little bulkier, depending on what they wanted.
Yep. Ooh, a crowd favorite for Irvine at 152 pounds.
That'll be a good one to watch against Newport's Avery McKinnon.
Another crowd favorite.
Chase Judd gonna...
Or maybe they're just loud for their people.
It looked like Irvine brought a decent student section for a Wednesday night.
I think that's true. I think a lot of that student section is their wrestling squad.
That makes sense.
That just finished wrestling, yes. Our wrestling squad is standing on the railings over here.
I see. Now, Coach Balone, I remember back in the day, you used to give extra credit in your class.
I used to, yeah. All my students get good grades this time, so they're not really motivated by extra credit.
Oh, okay.
In that computer science world. It does remind me of something. I do have JJ Perez in the audience. He used to be my cheerleader. I used to get him to get the kids riled up. It made me think I'm going to get all my boys against the railing and put them down there by JJ. He can get them going. I'll be right back.
Okay.
More hats to wear.
Okay, another hat, cheerleading hat for Coach Balone. As he wears his coaching hat, his meet organizer hat, scorekeeping hat, cheerleading hat, maybe some officiating, and of course broadcasting here with us on TarTV. A lot of hats for Coach Balone, a lot of hats. We'll stick around in between matches. Stay tuned to your television or smartphone, laptop, iPad, whatever you're watching on, because Coach Balone says he's going to wrangle up as many of the Newport varsity wrestlers as he can for post-match interviews. So that should be fun. Captains out of the middle of the mat, talking things over with our official, referee Ted Norkunis, a veteran official, staple of the SoCal prep wrestling scene. And it looks like Coach Balone, the wrestlers listen to you as they make their way to the stands, and with Irvine bringing a little bit of a cheering section, I think it's good for Newport to match that or exceed that.
Yes. Sure. Yeah. Caden, Judd, go forward. It shows her picture again. Just go forward all the way to Skylar. Just advance it forward to Skylar. Keep going. Keep going. There. Okay, first match of the season for Skylar Gassel. Coach Noah's at home, at work, taking notes, I'm sure. This is a senior from Irvine.
So we got Skylar Gassel starting things off against Sachi Lakina from the Vaqueros.
You might remember, for those of you who watched the Irvine dual meet last year, Skylar won her match and then ran off immediately because she just came from soccer practice. Then she wrestled, and then she ran off the mat immediately. Turns out she was maybe going to throw up, so she went to run to the bathroom. Remember this?
I do remember that.
We were in an outside match.
That's hard. You go straight from soccer practice.
Oh, I think she had a soccer game or practice. I can't remember.
Oh, whatever it is.
Right out. Yeah, I think it was a game, and then she came right out to the wrestling match.
One.
There we go. JJ Perez always gets the crowd going.
Like you said, Coach, only a couple dual meets here at home, so Sailor's got to bring the noise. As Gassel's got some near fall and close to a pinning combination here.
So she needs to sag her body back a tiny bit, get her head up. I always feel like, there, good. She's got her head up, because if you get your head up, then the ref's going to be able to easily see the pinning combination, especially with all that hair she has. She's blocking the pin.
She lets Sachi up.
She didn't So she didn't fully release, so the ref did not award an escape, so she did not earn a takedown there. So she's got to let her fully disengage. Now the one, now she can get after it.
And what grade is
Nice
Skylar?
Ankle pick. Skylar is a sophomore.
Oh, wow.
She is of the Gassel family.
Yes.
So as we remember, Aiden wrestled for us. Aiden might be watching from out of state as well. If he's not in practice right now, he's wrestling in college.
Oh, yeah, where at?
He is wrestling at college.
At a university somewhere.
And I've been told multiple times, and I cannot remember for the life of me, but I can get an answer
But he's
for that.
continued his wrestling career.
He is, and he actually had a tournament over the weekend, and I was getting an updates from his parents, and I think at one point he was wrestling for 3rd place in that tournament.
Oh, amazing.
Anyway, as such, Aiden's sister, Skylar, here, has been wrestling for a while. She's been training and wrestling and going to club and everything, and so she's quite talented.
Well,
And,
she's up 9-2 heading into the second period.
We are expecting her to do very well this year on the girls' side.
She's going to start on bottom. Sachi Lakina, the Vaqueros wrestler. Coach, earlier, I know you had to hop off, but talking to the freshman Robert Winley, who just had his first match, and I told him, I said, you got a lot of wrestling in front of you this season and for the next 3 years. And he said, and after that. So he's already making plans to wrestle in college after match number 1.
What a great kid. Just getting to know these new kids. We got a nice single leg attack there. Just circle behind.
2 more points for Skylar Gassel.
Relatively easy to take down. We got a 12-2 lead here.
Is she trying for the half Nelson?
Another half Nelson attempt. Yes, she's got that arm around the waist to make it really tight. This should be a pin unless she decides to let her go. We got a pin. Slaps the mat, as you say.
Yeah, Ted Narkunis, first match of the main event, and it's a pin for Harbor.
Pin for Harbor.
And a mat slapper by our official.
Mat slapper, I love it.
All right. Great start for the Sailors. Great start for the ladies. Coach,
now we got senior Jennifer Madrigal.
Another one of our captains.
Team captain.
Yes.
Yep. This is our first year we've had dedicated girls-only captains. Now that we have 6 girls on the team, it feels like it's time to start having girls captains for the girls' side. And no better candidates than these two.
143. Jennifer Madrigal.
Skylar. Skylar.
We'll get Skylar Gassel coming up for a post-match interview. But meanwhile, on the mat in front of us, 143-pound weight class.
Jennifer Madrigal with a quick takedown.
2 points quickly for the Sailors, just 10 seconds in.
Half Nelson attempt. She let it go. Still going for the half Nelson on the other side. A little suck back. Good job. She went to over the head. That's the correct technique, but she didn't hook that far arm.
JJ. Go get him going. JJ. JJ.
60 seconds
JJ.
into the first period. Jennifer Madrigal for the Sailors, up 2-0. What's she trying to work here, Coach?
She's got her wrist control. She's trying to put a half in, but she's staying parallel. So she puts that half in on the left, which is good. And now she's got to hop to the side. Now she's done it, and then just run it. And what happens with the girls, they're super flexible a lot of times. And so sometimes it's really hard if you're not quick to get that half Nelson going. We're going to do an interview with TarTV. Yeah, like after maybe after Melanie's, just soon. So.
Still 2-0, no more points scored.
So a lot of the same action. She's just sort of riding on top. She's not really executing a half Nelson effectively. With the ease that she got that takedown, it might be better for her to be doing a takedown release kind of strategy for a minute, and then start working on getting those pinning combinations. Gio, tell JJ Perez to get him going. JJ Perez, he's got the 22. Tell him to get him going. Just tell him. No, you're good.
Second period underway. Jennifer Madrigal on top. And you hear the crowd getting back into it. Maybe a little extra juice for...
Now she's got a nice half Nelson.
I think the cheering worked.
Case Western Reserve University, Aiden Gassel.
I think that's a very prestigious institution.
Well, he's getting some quality wrestling in over there, I can tell you that. A little boost from the crowd, from their lower level squad cheering him on. Jennifer's struggling most here with this parallel ride. She really needs to hop out to the side, put that half in right now, and then hop out to the side and just commit to it. She's not in any jeopardy of getting reversed or escaped. She's in great control on top. She's just got to hop out, get her hips to the outside, and then she can start seeing some action. Maybe a crossface series, maybe some takedown release. I might tell Coach Pignon to suggest that. Yep. Okay, Coach is telling her to get perpendicular, what we were just talking about. So we'll see if she does that. If not, I think we need to do some takedowns.
Now, Coach Malone, I noticed that assistant coach Kevin Milan, not with the team this year. Did he?
Great observation.
Did he enlist in the Army?
He did enlist in the Army, and he is currently in the Army.
Wow.
So he would be watching on the live stream, but
he might be busy.
He's in boot camp, as they say. Or I don't know if they say that, but that's where he is.
Yeah, I don't know if they say it, but that's where I saw him post something on his Instagram the other day, and I thought, well, there'll be no Coach Kevin on the sidelines this season or on the broadcast.
He's committed to 6 years, I believe he told me.
Oh, wow.
And then he's planning on coming back when he's done.
And help put some sailor kids through their own boot camp.
That's right. Okay, so we got more parallel riding here. I'm gonna give Coach Pignon some suggestions, and we'll see if we can get some action in the third period. Here you go.
Well, while Coach Malone coaches, we'll watch this period come to the end. Jennifer Madrigal still leading 2-0. Heading to the third period, she scored those points very quickly in the opening period, and well, obviously no wrestler has scored since then. Coming up next, we've got Melanie Saldivar Lopez wrestling Grace Gibson, 150-pound weight class, and that'll round things out for our female wrestlers here in tonight's dual meet between the Sailors and the Vaqueros.
And in between this match and the next one, we'll have a quick interview with Skylar Gassel.
Yes.
Sophomore standout for the Newport Harbor Sailors. Team captain.
Ooh, tough crossface there.
We've got, okay, Jennifer might be getting a little bit tired here. She did.
Hassani
she got a little
Muhammad
bit tired.
all of a sudden turned it on. I think maybe smelled some blood in the water and went for it.
She is just coming off an injury, and so she hasn't had the practice time that she needs to withstand a 6-minute match yet. That's okay. We're early in the season.
Okay, now we'll have our interview with sophomore wrestler Skylar Gassel. All right, Skylar, congrats on your win. Thanks for joining us here on TarTV.
Thank you.
How did it feel to open up your sophomore season with a victory?
Pretty good.
What was going through your mind there? What was the move you were going for in the second period when you came away with that pin?
I was going for a half because felt like once you get that pretty tight, it's hard for them to fight off their back, and she kind of was giving up at the end, so thought that would be a good way to end the match.
What are your goals here going into your sophomore season?
Well, I haven't had a normal season yet, so we're hoping to make it to state and see how well we do in that, but it's all kind of up in the air right now.
So in the first period, you were pretty dominant for the first minute and a half, and then you decided to let her go off her back. Tell us a little bit about that and what was going through your mind there.
Well, since they came all the way out here, and we don't really get to drill with any other girls, just thought it would be a fun to kind of work from there. So instead of just finishing the match right off the bat, kind of getting a few more shots in to practice a few new moves and whatnot.
Great.
Well, congrats on the win. Good luck this season, and hopefully go all the way to state. And I don't know if there's anything beyond state, but as far as
for a high school season at state, yeah.
Cool. Well, good luck this season and with the rest of your career.
Thank you.
All right. Thanks, Skylar. And we got our final girls match, 150-pound Melanie Saldivar Lopez.
Yeah, she got a takedown there while we were interviewing Skylar and got some near fall out of bounds. She did get some near fall, but it was they did go out of bounds, and she wasn't able to finish the action. So here we go. We got another near fall. Half Nelson. She hop sides a tiny bit too soon, so she's got that half in on the head. She did now get on the right side. This is good. She's driving with her legs. Now she's got it real tight. That's going to be tough to get out of.
Oh, yeah, that's a pin. Slap the mat.
Slap the mat.
And that rounds out our girls' matches. 2 wins, 1 loss for the Sailors in the opening round of the main event, which was the girls.
So it's not quite a girls' dual meet because we only have the 3 teams, but, highlight the girls' varsity competitors for our side before the boys' varsity starts.
Well, you know what impressed me?
She got a big smile on her face, as she should.
Yeah, absolutely. That was a great win. What impressed me was talking to Skylar Gassel, just a sophomore, and she said that she had the wherewithal to say, okay, we don't get to drill with the girls too often, so I wanted to just work on some moves there. That's impressive. I feel like that's some high level wrestling and thinking and planning, and obviously a well-coached wrestler from the sophomore Skylar Gassel.
Yes, and so that obviously comes with a tiny bit of risk. In the event that you got caught, like where you could have won, but you chose not to. But I think she felt very confident in that match to be able to execute her skills, and so she wanted to be able to practice different techniques there in the first period. So I felt safe as a coach watching that I wasn't too worried about her ability to pull that off.
So we open things up with a forfeit. Demian Parima.
This is Prima.
Got a forfeit.
He got a forfeit. Now we have sophomore Micah Van Grohl
taking on Brandon Chang from Irvine, 113-pound weight class.
Robert Winley's interview earlier in this broadcast is getting some kudos from Coach Noah Tunney.
I said it after he walked away that we've interviewed coaches and players across multiple sports here on TarTV, and Winley might have been one of our best in terms of captivating me as an interviewer. I was like, I could talk with this kid all day, and he's just a freshman.
Oh, we got a scrambly match here. So Micah Van Grohl did get the takedown and got some near fall, or just momentarily, and then he got reversed here and put to his back. So we got ourselves a scramble situation and a pin.
A pin for Irvine. Brandon Chang comes away victorious. 55 seconds into our opening varsity match, our opening non-forfeit varsity match. And the 113-pound win goes to the Vaqueros. Let's move on down to 120. And, Coach, this is a kid you said was a senior standout, Kai Villasenor.
Currently ranked 17th in the state of California. So that is legitimate.
Now, I don't remember seeing Kai during the COVID season. Did he sit that one out?
You did not. He did sit that one out.
Well, good to see him back on the mat, and exciting to see him wrestling for the Sailors.
Yeah, it is good to see him back. So he has, though he didn't wrestle much last season. He didn't wrestle for us last season, but he continued to train, did everything right, worked hard in the off season. He's been to a lot of preseason tournaments, wrestling at a very high caliber and very competitive competitions. And so he's got himself recognized in the state rankings. They're unofficial, but he has that was a nice,
good looking shot.
It was a ankle pick, kind of a fake head tap and reach for the ankle.
Looks like, Coach, from my novice eye, good job by the by the Irvine wrestler.
To sort of grab a leg and hang on.
Grab a leg, but then what was the call there by?
So in this situation, it was clear that no wrestler was going to get a clear advantage very quickly, so he called a stalemate.
Got it.
Reset him, get to the action. So
I feel like maybe at the varsity level, they're a little bit more apt to do that.
yeah, they get a better sense, of the quality of the kids, even over just a short period of time, to be able to make a nice decision for the. To make a lot of action, get a lot of action out there.
Carlos Rodriguez is the wrestler for the Irvine side.
So Kai is working for that ankle pick again. He's tried it. We got dueling crowd noise now.
They really cranked it up a notch here for the varsity levels. Sailors and the Vaqueros fans. Scoreless. With 38 seconds to play.
Very nice pancake. So he set him up there with a shot. The kid countered, and he just did a crossface, put him on his back. Didn't look like he got any near fall, but he did earn the takedown there. Very nice move.
Is that a chicken wing?
Currently, he's got a hammer lock, it looks like, but the takedown was a pancake.
This looks painful.
So this is a hammer lock currently, and then he lost it there. But he has got now what we call a spiral ride, crash the arm. Now he's going to go through a throw through tilt to make his coach proud. Something we've been working on. Oh, he lost it. In order to get a roll through tilt, he's got to get a cross wrist. So he's put a half in. Here we are, 2-0. Great takedown for him.
A 2-0 lead heading into the second period. What would you say Kai's strengths are as a wrestler, Coach?
He very good on his feet, as we just saw.
Yeah, looks like he has a lot of balance. Agility, nimbleness.
He's also aggressive. He's not going to back away from a little scramble, a little. If it gets a little rough or aggressive, it's going to fit his style. He's got a little bit of that aggression out there that that he uses within the rules. And real good on his feet. And then, he's riding real well here, and it looks like he's trying to scoop up a chicken wing. He is keeping the Irvine wrestler flat, which helps to stay in control, to not get in any danger, not in danger of getting reversed. The Irvine wrestler's not really able to stay in a base and apply any kind of real pressure. Now he's got the cross wrist. He crashed the arm. He's got the cross wrist. Now he's got the chicken wing. So now he's going to try to step over the head. He's not quite doing it right, the way the old winger used to back in his day, Coach Balone.
Was that you?
That was me.
The winger?
The winger.
They call you that?
Yes, they did.
Really?
Chicken wing was my move.
Coach, what was your best wrestling finish in your high school career?
Chicken wing by far. That was one of my favorites.
I mean, in the postseason though, how far did you go to state?
I did not make it to the state meet. I did win the CIF tournament.
Okay.
And then I missed out on the state meet by one match at the Masters level. So I was a match away from placing, didn't win it, and and then bowed out after that. And yeah, kind of the end of my run. I certainly was not a shoe-in to go to state, but I was definitely good enough to go to state. Had I sealed the deal.
A CIF victory is pretty sought after, I would say.
Oh yeah, can't take it away from you if you get a CIF victory.
No, you got that forever.
Got it forever. Okay, so we got an escape by Irvine. Kai is on top here. There, he caught the ankle.
Oh, nice. And
he can get the two.
Trying to pull him back in.
That's perfect.
Oh.
So the referee awarded a one escape to Irvine there, which actually worked to Kai's advantage. Now he's up 4-1 with 2.5 seconds left, and then we're going to head to the third period. I do like that he's getting pushed here early in the season.
Yeah, this Irvine wrestler is no slouch.
If he's hanging with Kai through two periods, then this is a quality wrestler for them, for sure.
Carlos Rodriguez is our 120-pound wrestler for the Irvine Vaqueros.
Third period, Kai does choose neutral. His strength here, 4-1.
And overall, the dual meet, we're tied 6-6.
Yeah, we had a forfeit in our favor, and then we had a pin against us. Against Micah Van Grol, so we're tied 6-6. That's correct.
Sailors crowd turning it back up. Vaqueros crowd matching the energy. And still anyone's match here in the third period. 120-pound weight class. Kai Villasenor and Carlos Rodriguez.
Pancake again. He really likes that in this situation. Trap the arm, come across the face when they start trying to come up. Doesn't feel that great, and it looks nice when you hit it.
I'd agree on both fronts. Well, I don't know how it feels, but I don't want to know.
You could guess.
Yeah, I can imagine.
So he's timing it. There you go. He's going for that ankle pick. Pressure in the head, keeping him guessing. Hit a high C, switched it to, well, still kind of a high C here. We're probably going to go to a stalemate situation, possibly, unless we get to a scramble here. He does have that ankle, but the Irvine wrestler is reaching over. Getting on the shins, yeah, stalemate. That makes sense. It's going to be hard to improve from there.
.7 seconds. And
6-6, we're up 4-1.
Kai's on top. Stalemate called by our official, Ted Norkunis.
Still a close match, 4-1. Still on our feet. I expect Kai to be one of our takedown leaders this year. This is, like you were asking, this is his strength. Got in there deep on a double. Good counter by Irvine, and then a scramble by Villasenor.
Big time sprawl.
I like to see him get a lot of pressure on the head, and then when the kid comes up, post it, grab an ankle or knee tap, reach across and tap the far knee. He is putting good pressure there. He's just waiting for Irvine to either back out or pop his head up so he can pancake again. He does have that. Yeah, he's spinning. If he gets on the face, he didn't go to the cross face there. Irrelevant. 4-1. Good match. I'd love to have him come up here and chat with us.
Yeah, let's
see what he
get him up
thinks
here
about that.
Big win to open up Kai Villasenor's senior season. 4-1 over Carlos Rodriguez. But like you pointed out, Coach, Carlos Rodriguez looks like he's in line to have a good season.
Yeah.
Hanging tougher for 3 periods with Kai.
Now Kai has run out like he's angry. I don't know too many kids who should be angry with getting a victory.
Well, I think sounds like he sets an expectation,
a high
or
expectation
a standard for himself of getting the pin.
Here we got our Caleb Ketley Wheeler out. You might remember all our biking conversations.
Yes.
Now the season has begun, and we're really in full force. We have not ridden our bikes together.
See, okay.
In some time.
I recognize Caleb from the American flag socks.
Yep.
And the mullet.
Mullet, that's right. Team captain this year.
So how's the biking? Because I know last time we were talking about, I believe he did a century ride, right? He did a 100-miler?
He did do a 100-miler. He's not been riding as much because school, wrestling season, everything's busy right now. So, yeah, he hasn't. I've seen him do one ride. I've seen one ride posted on Strava in the last month and a half. Okay, a little takedown release strategy for Caleb. He still has a motor. He can, has a big gas tank.
126-pound weight class. Caleb Ketley Wheeler against Harish Srinivasan from the Vaqueros side.
So he needs to keep circling there. Just keep circling. He instead wants to pick him up and do what we call an Iranian, turned it around to a double. Irvine wrestler's flat on his belly. He is going to go takedown release. This strategy is effective if you're a superior opponent on your feet. And it does take some energy, but as we know, Caleb has a lot of energy.
Yeah, even though I haven't seen a ride, or you haven't seen a ride from him on Strava in a while, I think he's still got that endurance. I think that's still a strength of his.
He does.
Caleb up 4-2 over Harish Srinivasan.
Oh, another takedown coming. He's just got to get a mat return, which he has done. That should be a takedown. Ref's not calling it, but he
There
will
you go.
now.
10 seconds to go in the first period. 2 more
Just
to
write him out.
Caleb's tally.
Let's see if Caleb can hold him for the remaining. He is looking at the clock. This is good. Smart. Oh, here's Kai Villasenor. I'm going to work on getting him over here. He might be coming upstairs. He went over there to the left. Kai! Ryan! Get Kai to come over here. He's in the resting room.
All right, we'll get Kai Villasenor.
Yeah.
With his 4-1 victory over Carlos Rodriguez, 120-pound weight class, going to join us for an interview.
We hope.
We hope. We will.
We'll find out if he was actually in a bad mood or angry about not defeating his opponent by more, or if it was just needing to get some fresh air. We'll find out right now. He is on his way.
Caleb Ketley Wheeler, meanwhile, building his lead up 8-2 with 1:15 to play. In the second period, we still have another period after this, unless
Jacket on. You're going to do an interview at TarTV.
unless Caleb Wheeler can come away with a pin.
Caleb Wheeler's riding well on top.
And the Sailors are winning the dual meet 9-6 with Caleb Ketley Wheeler hoping to get more points.
He is, yes, under control. He's going to work for a mat return here. At the conclusion of this match, we'll have an interview with Kai Villasenor.
Looking forward to that on TarTV. Caleb Wheeler lost his headgear, and the mullet is out in full force.
First match of the year. Don't worry about it. Don't be angry with yourself.
12 seconds to go. And Caleb up 9-2. Near fall coming.
Near fall. Working towards a pin with short time.
Oh, the horn sounds.
Did get 3 near falls, so we're up 12-2. You wanted to get that interview now, or you want to wait till the end of this match?
We could do it right now.
Let's
do it. Let's get it going. Kai Villasenor going to join us here on TarTV, a senior. First match of the season. Kai, how'd you feel after that?
Tired.
What are the goals for this season? Coach Blown, before your match, told me you're one of the senior standouts and you're ranked in the state. You got high hopes. What are your personal goals?
Personally, I moved up because of my weight assessment. So, I don't know. Obviously, the goal is to win it all, but there's some hard matches and really good kids. But, I don't know. We'll see. It's a long season. We have till February, and it's only November.
But your goal is to win it all.
Of course.
And win it all in league, CIF, state, anywhere, all the way. Let's go all the way. Kai, how did it feel to open up your senior year with a victory?
Pretty good. I was definitely expecting more, but I don't know. A win's a win.
A win's a win. That's correct. This Irvine wrestler made it tough on you. Carlos Rodriguez made it tough on you to get some takedowns. He wrestled you really well.
He did.
What would you say was your favorite takedown of that match? I know what mine was. First period, pancake takedown.
Yeah, the pancake. I just kind of ran him over.
Yeah.
I had enough of momentum.
As you're talking, Caleb Wheeler is working on getting a pin.
He's very close to it.
Plenty of time left.
Plenty of time. Got him in good position.
And I'm waiting for it.
We're all watching.
It looks, from my vantage
it's pretty
point,
flat.
He's just got to arch his back a tiny bit.
There we go.
All right.
That's a pin.
Pin by Caleb Ketley Wheeler.
Sailors go up 15-6 in the dual meet.
From a coaching standpoint, I will say I prefer you have a 6-minute match early in the season because you're not going to get many of those. And it's good to go 6 minutes, see what that conditioning needs to be like. And so from my perspective, I was happy with what I saw. You were real competitive on your feet. And what I told Alex Crawford was your strength is on your feet, and you proved it out there.
Yeah, very impressive, Kai.
Thank
I
you.
like the aggression out there, and I can't wait to see how far you go your senior year.
Thank you.
All right, go Sailors, and thanks for joining us on TarTV.
Good job, buddy.
Kai Villasenor hopping on after the victory, and the Sailors add to their dual meet lead after Caleb Ketley-Wheeler's pin.
Now we have senior team captain Giovanni Sabatasso with a very easy snap-down takedown.
Quick work for Sabatasso, 132-pound weight class, getting things started. Sabatasso wrestling against Zachary Garrett from the Vaqueros side. Coach Ballone's alma mater, Irvine Vaqueros.
We had I was talking to Kai just before that interview and asked him if he was upset after the match he did run outside. I don't know if he needed fresh air or if he was upset. It turns out he was upset. He was expecting more. Not even a victory is satisfactory. He wants to not just win 4-1. He wants to win by a lot.
It's a great mentality.
It is a great mentality.
It's a great mentality. Aim for the stars. Maybe you'll hit the moon.
That's right. And yeah, any high quality wrestler like Kai is going to have a goal of winning it all, winning the state meet. He knows that there's tough competition on the way, but anything can happen out there, and he is certainly in the conversation.
Newport crowd getting it dialed up again for Gio Sabatasso, senior 132-pounder.
We're working for a stack pin here. Oh, didn't quite work out. He is working that hammerlock arm out. He's going to put it on the back. Now, if he's going to use the hammerlock technique, he's going to trap the arm. Good. He's going to grab it. He's going to come around. He's going to scoop the head up. Yep. And finish chest to chest.
20
he's going to
seconds.
arch. That's a really hard pin to remove himself from, the Irvine wrestler. All Gio has to do is just arch a little bit, lift the head, and this should be over. There is 8 seconds, so there is a chance.
That looks like
and
it's over. He slaps the mat.
The mat.
What do they call that one, Coach? What do they call that kind of
thing?
thing?
That's a hammerlock.
It looked like he was crucifying him out there.
So he had that arm trap behind the back. Makes it very tough to get out of that pinning combination.
Big win.
Big win. Our two pins back to back. 26s and 32s, and now we're going to freshman Anthony Mano.
Okay,
he comes
freshman.
to me from the jiu-jitsu background.
Okay.
And he is he earned a varsity spot by beating a senior.
Wow.
And in the wrestle-offs that we had last week, he beat a senior to earn the spot, and here he is.
That's impressive.
It's very impressive. I was very proud of that effort and that athleticism. And then all that does now is make our, with almost an early takedown. Nope. Yes, an early takedown. What it does is it makes our senior have to compete that much more to keep up with the freshman. It's going to make both those wrestlers better all season long.
Always a fun part of wrestling as Mano
got the takedown. The Irvine wrestler did try to stand up and get away, but Mano just shot right back in and didn't let him get the escape. So here it goes again. So every time the Irvine wrestler thinks he's about to get free, Mano just shoots right back in.
Impressive
Us coaches love that.
Yeah.
That just don't stop. Use those transition times to your advantage. That transition from being on top to a potential escape. Caleb! 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 Up here. Damien, give me Caleb. 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 Hat. Give me the hat.
Anthony Mano, Sailors freshman, 138-pound weight class, leading 2-1 against Eli Rapp from the Irvine Vaqueros.
Mano with another takedown. He did allow him to get an escape. Coach Pignon has told him the strategy. We're going to go takedown release for a little while.
He's getting those takedowns.
He's getting those takedowns. Great double leg shot. He's going to cut him loose again. And then we're going to get more takedowns.
6-3 your score.
Another takedown.
Wow.
for Anthony Mano.
That's 4
This is
in the first period.
4 in the first period. It's a great strategy when you're not really able to work much on the top, or if you're just dominant in the takedown situation.
How about that?
Again,
I don't
5
want to.
takedowns.
I don't have the record books, but I think opening match of your wrestling career, opening match of your varsity wrestling career, 5 takedowns in the opening period.
5 takedowns in the opening period
is about as many as you could have, I think.
Yeah, it's very nice. Let's do a quick interview here.
Now,
with Caleb Wheeler in the second period.
I'm not a former math teacher, but 5 takedowns in 2 minutes is like what, one every how
12
many seconds? 12? No, I don't think that adds up, Coach. I know you don't teach math anymore, though, so I'll let it slide.
I do love it.
Okay, joining us now, Caleb Ketley Wheeler.
24.
24.
Anyway.
Every 24. A takedown every 24 seconds is impressive. Caleb, your match was impressive. Big win to open up. Are you a junior?
Yeah, I'm a junior.
Just a junior, opening up your junior year with the big win.
Team
How did
captain.
it feel? Team captain.
How did it feel?
Yeah, how'd it feel?
Well, it felt amazing, Coach. It felt fabulous. My arm's a little tired, but yeah, that was neat. That was pretty big opening for my junior year this year.
Yeah, I heard Coach ask our other wrestler we chatted with earlier, Kai Villasenor, but what was your favorite takedown or your favorite moment of the match? Besides the pin, that was probably your favorite moment. But.
Well, yeah, that chicken wing was pretty. I liked that, but probably my favorite takedown. So I just lifted the guy, kind of like levitated him up a little bit.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that.
That was my favorite takedown.
Tell us what's happening down here on the mat.
Oh, Mano just pinned the kid.
Yep.
He had a under half Nelson.
What an impressive start for the freshman Anthony Mano with the pin and 5 takedowns in the first period to open up his
second takedown another takedown in the second period for the pin. 6
takedowns and a pin is a great start to your freshman career. Back to you, Caleb. I know that conditioning's always been one of your strengths, and Coach during the COVID season said you did a century ride, 100-mile bike ride.
Yeah.
And you'd go on long bike rides with Coach. Talk about the importance of endurance and conditioning for you.
For me, it's just like having that gas tank, like Coach Balone always says. He says I'm like a diesel. Having that in the match is just great because if you're not strong or if you're just not strong, you have that mileage than your opponent. You have that advantage. So I feel like that comes in handy a lot.
Absolutely. Now let's talk about the cowboy hat. It's a great look. Have you owned that for a long time? Did you buy it special for this season?
No, my great uncle gave it to me while I was working at his ranch over the summer. He's like, here you go.
Wow.
Present. Yeah.
Wow. Where's that at?
Willard, Utah.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's a family heirloom now.
I guess so, yeah.
I guess so. You might hand it down to someone someday.
Yeah.
So it's a great look.
Thank you.
Here's a question we all want to know. When's your next bike ride?
My next bike ride? I'll talk to my dad about that because we go pretty weekly sometimes. I go after practice sometimes, so.
Great. Avery with an early takedown.
Yeah.
Senior Avery McKinnon getting to work well. Caleb, congrats on the win.
Thank you.
Great start to your junior year.
Yeah.
And keep it up. Good to chat with you.
All right, good to chat with you too.
I need to get a cowboy hat like that. That's nice. And it looks like this is a good battle here,
We got
Coach.
a takedown in the first period and then followed up by a reversal right here.
And a crowd favorite at the 152-pound weight class for Irvine. Coach going to grab Anthony Mano, the freshman who opened up his high school wrestling career with a victory. 6 takedowns and a pin. Sailors dominating the dual meet right now, 33-6. We're all tied up in the 152-pound battle. In front of us, Avery McKinnon wrestling against Armand Nico.
We got a 2-2 score. Now it's 2-3. Avery did get an escape, so let's see if he's going to get those takedowns going. We're getting some scouting report from Coach Noah out there in Carpinteria. He is saying Anthony Mano's doubles are excellent. We all agree.
And that's the beauty of the TarTV live stream. People able to watch and stream in and coach from Carpinteria.
That's right. Okay, so Avery is controlling him on top for another 5 seconds to end the period 5-2. He has got 2 takedowns on this period.
5-2 at the end of 1. Sailors up big in the dual meet, 33-6.
We are going to be giving up some forfeits coming up here at 82s, 95s, 220s.
Okay, so we got to build this lead.
It's going to tighten up.
Yeah.
It's going to tighten up here a little bit. But if we could put this one away, I think we'll be almost out of reach.
Okay, that's a big match right here. This is important then with the forfeits upcoming for the Sailors.
Anthony Mano, come on down, buddy.
Let's talk to the freshman. Anthony Mano opening up his, not just his varsity wrestling career, but his wrestling career.
Grab that.
Yeah.
Take it. Yeah.
With a victory. 5 takedowns in the first period, 6 total, and then a pin. That's about as good of a start as you can have to your wrestling career. How'd it feel?
You know, it felt good. I've been training really hard for this. So, you know, it felt good to get out there and wrestle. It was my first high school wrestling tournament.
Dual meet, yes. Very good. Do you know how many takedowns you got in the first period?
I don't know.
5.
Yes.
I just saw 14
5.
points.
5. I mean,
5 takedowns.
That's 1 takedown every 24 seconds, which
Yeah,
is
it's crazy.
a pretty good way to start off your career, if you ask me.
Yeah.
And how is it that you got all the way into the varsity lineup here on the very first match of the season?
You know, I work hard. I've been doing jiu-jitsu. I have a jiu-jitsu background. I've been doing it for 9 years. And
we gotta tell the audience what just happened out there on the mat. Senior Avery McKinnon, what happened? Did you see?
He pinned him.
He just got a pin.
That's a big pin. That's
Yeah.
big.
That's a big pin. That's going to help us out here. Yes.
Yeah.
39-6 now, the dual meet score. Big pin for McKinnon.
Yeah.
So as a freshman, you got a lot of wrestling ahead of you. What? Tell us about your jiu-jitsu background a little bit. It seems like that's probably provided a spark for you to start your career on the right foot.
My whole jiu-jitsu career, I've been going to Art Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
In Costa Mesa. I've been doing it for 9 years, and I'm not going to stop. You know, I love it. And I'm also going to be doing wrestling.
Awesome. Well, they go hand in hand,
They
apparently.
do. Yeah.
Your doubles
It helps
especially.
a lot, yeah.
I will tell you, Coach Noah texted me after your match and said, your doubles are excellent. He's watching from Carpinteria. So
Yeah.
He could tell all the way from Carpinteria. So great job, Anthony.
Yeah.
Great start to your career. Really impressive. 6 takedowns and then a pin, and can't wait to see how the rest of the season and the rest of your high school career goes for you here.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Awesome. Go Sailors. Anthony Mano.
Good job, buddy.
The pin in the second period to open up his freshman career. Then Avery McKinnon got the pin. And, Coach, we can barely get through an interview without having to stop because the Sailors wrestlers pinning somebody.
Yeah, we got
That's
a
got to
nice
be fun
pin.
for you.
Yeah, it's pretty nice from up here. I do enjoy the live stream, and I enjoy saving my voice down there screaming on the mat like Coach Pignon.
That's
he
why.
He already told me after the first 5 matches his voice was dead from screaming too much.
Get that guy a cough drop.
So let's do some quick math here. We have a 33-point lead.
Yes.
We're giving up 18.
Okay.
So that brings our 33-point lead
15
down to 15.
Okay.
So I believe, and we have two more matches here, 60s and 70s.
So mathematically impossible.
I think mathematically impossible to lose short of unsportsmanlike conduct.
So what happens then? I didn't know that. So there's a way they could take some points away, or
they could take team points away if we were misbehaving.
Okay.
So to speak. If we did something,
egregiously
bad. Super unlikely. But yeah, I think this one is out of reach.
Yeah, I count 12 total points available for Irvine.
Yes, at 160, and that's this match right here, and 170.
Well, it looks like Irvine is close to getting 6 of those 12 total points. As senior Chase Judd trying to fight off his back. 25 seconds till the end of this period.
Yeah, doing the math, if we have no unsportsmanlike calls, the worst that we can end up is 39-36. So that seems like a victory. So all the rest of these matches are gravy.
Okay, well, we don't even, let's just, what do you got for dinner, Coach?
Exactly, gravy.
Tough one there for
Chase Judd.
Yeah, Benny Magyar with the pin for the Vaqueros.
Benny Magyar and Chase Judd have very similar builds, very strong-looking wrestlers.
Absolutely.
Ended up not in our favor. Good sportsmanship, though, coming through.
I remember Chase Judd fighting through some tough matches during the COVID season. I remember there was one, I think he was wrestling a little bit hurt, grimacing in pain throughout the match. Real gutsy performance by him.
We have our junior, Elliot Franco, will be our last wrestler of the evening.
Elliot Franco stepping in, 170 pounds against Ali Gualamali.
We got a charging headbutt from the Irvine wrestler straight out of the gates. We have Avery McKinnon to interview here.
Okay, great. Let's get it going. Another Sailors wrestler with another pin. Avery, thanks for hopping on TarTV.
Thanks for having me.
How did it feel to open up your season with a pin, with a victory, and mathematically, Sailors are in control for a dual meet victory here as well.
I mean, it's my first varsity pin, so there's that level of excitement that I had afterwards. And then, I mean, at that point, I was watching the clock, trying to kind of like figure out, you know, what can I do here. I felt like I had that pin the first time, so I was like, all right, let's go for it again, because, you know, it's going to help out in the long run. And yeah, so I was just super happy to get that and just put those next 6 points on the board for us.
Yeah, it turns out that your match victory sealed the dual meet for us. How does that feel?
Oh, that feels amazing. I didn't think about that when I was looking at the what the lineup was going to be for tonight. I was like, oh, you know, I know all these people can win, and I had faith in myself that I could win. I didn't know how I was gonna win, but you know, I was gonna go out there and put forth the effort to try and win. And
tell us about. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. Finish your thought.
And knowing that it's you know, helped seal our win just makes it all the more great.
Tell us about your reversal to a pin combination. What did you do there?
Well, you know, I've kind of been working on this like low leg single for a couple weeks, and I worked on it with Anthony, who was our 138 guy for the night, and won and did great. And I've just been working on that with him for a couple days now. And I figured, you know, I think it's a good move that I can pull on this guy, and I obviously worked the stuff that my other coach, Coach Pignona, has been showing me, and that helped me too. So yeah. Just
give us a quick update. What's happening on the match? What's the score? How's it going?
Scores 2-3 in favor of Irvine. Second period, start of the second period. Elliot's he's wrestled really, really well. You know, preseason. He puts in the effort. He puts in the work. And I definitely think he'll perform really well in this match, and I think he can win this.
Great. Each wrestler has a takedown in the first period. So here we go. Start of the second period. You got any more questions for Avery?
I do actually. I should have asked more wrestlers this, but you know, we're right down the hall from the wrestling room where you guys practice. I want to know who's the toughest guy you have to go up against in practice.
Definitely the team captain, Giovanni Sabatasso. I mean, whenever we go live, I go with him. I work the stuff I know. He's just like stronger than me. So, you know, he has a bit of that advantage, but I work the stuff I know, and when it comes to him and I, it's just a battle of you know, just showing off almost, but not showing off. So it's just
trying your best.
Yeah, trying your best. And I'd say he's the toughest opponent on the team by far. He works so hard, and he tries so hard, and he just is so good on the team. So I'd say he's probably the toughest one.
Well, as they say, iron sharpens iron. It showed here tonight. Sailors wrestlers performing well across the board. Avery, thanks for joining us on TarTV.
Thank you, Alex.
Great victory.
Good job, buddy.
Coach.
Can't wait. No, it's Coach, I'm bummed out we only get one more dual meet here.
Yeah, and 2 weeks from today.
Well,
December 1st.
I better mark my calendar.
Mark your calendar. It will be against Capo Valley.
Okay.
So it'll be very similar to last year. You live streamed Irvine and then live streamed Capo Valley.
That's correct.
Before we made it into the CIF duels.
Yes, that's right. Well, you know what I'll say? Knock on wood that the Sailors can make CIF duels again. Maybe we can live stream a match from here in the postseason again.
It is going to take a big victory over Corona Del Mar to make that happen. Corona Del Mar is probably going to be one of the top 10 teams in the county.
Okay.
Coming into this season, they're ranked number 2 in CIF. We're currently ranked number 4 in CIF. So, but we're going to need to step up. We're going to have our that dual meets on December 15th away at CDM.
It's too bad that's away. You know.
Yeah, that would be a great one to live stream. You could radio stream it potentially. Unknown. We can cross that bridge when we get closer.
I don't know. I'm curious what our TarTV viewers think. I don't know how people like wrestling on the radio. It's not one of those sports you often tune in. I'm not driving on the freeway and stumble upon a wrestling meet, but you just never know. You never know till you try it.
Okay, I guess we could, those of you who are on the live stream, chime in. What do you think about
wrestling on the radio?
A live radio stream.
We have to be really descriptive.
Yes. We can't be going, ooh, oh, look at that. That was amazing. Great shot. Oh, that was actually a nice shot here by Elliott. He got the takedown. He's getting some near fall, and he's got that head, that neck is split. It really is uncomfortable. If he arches his back, gets his head up right there, he might be able to secure a pin here in this situation. At the very least, it's uncomfortable.
Well, as Avery McKinnon said, he's got high hopes for Franco this season. And Franco's got a minute to work. It's the third period. He's down 2. He's going to get some near fall.
He's going to get 3 near falls. So if he stays here for the remaining minute, he would win the match. He does not succeed in that pinning combination.
But he does take the lead. 7-6 with 45 seconds. Irvine the escape.
To a tied match here.
7-7, 40 seconds to go.
We'll see whose conditioning is going to work. I can tell you that Elliot Franco's got his hands on his knees. It's not a good sign. The other wrestler does look tired as well.
Final match of the day because it's forfeits after this for the Sailors. 24 seconds to go. Irvine takes a shot. Franco out of bounds.
Gets pushed out of bounds. He's going to get called for stalling here if he's not too careful.
Both wrestlers look pretty winded, Coach.
They do look winded.
40 seconds elapsed in this final minute. 20 seconds to go. It's a little bit of numbers math for you there. And I think we might head to OT.
Our first overtime match of the varsity. Oh, wait a minute.
No.
We got a takedown at the buzzer.
Franco.
What a great win.
A buzzer beater. 2 points for Newport. And the Sailors win the meet, win the match, and start off the season 1-0. And a couple big wins, several big wins for the Sailors wrestlers across the board, capped off today by the 170-pound junior Elliot Franco with 8 seconds to go. That was heroic.
That was pretty impressive. Good job, Elliot. That should conclude all the wrestling for this evening. We will have 3 consecutive forfeits. A lot of my heavyweights are battling the flu, heavier weights. So we are all out of matches.
Yeah, Franco looks pretty winded. He went and sat alone on the far end of the bleachers
he's
over there.
Too tired to even come back over to the team.
He can't walk back to the team. He's got to go sit in the corner on the
I love
Irvine
it.
side.
I guess he didn't want to do overtime. So.
No, he's like, let me end this. Let me do this real quick.
Good for him.
And he did. And it was a great battle here today, Coach, between your current school, your current employer, your current, I guess you wouldn't say your current alma mater. I think that doesn't make sense.
Even though I've been here longer than I ever was at Irvine High School,
That's a very good point. You spent 4 years at Irvine. You've been here since 2001?
I've been here since my first season, year of teaching here is 1996.
Oh, my goodness.
And then my first year of coaching was 1999.
Okay, wow.
Yeah, so
I was off.
Yeah, just a little bit. So to my knowledge, this is the first victory we've come away from with Irvine High School.
Really?
Yes. So never got to beat Irvine High School with my former coach as the head of the program, but feels nice to beat that former team.
Still cool to get the win. Coach, should we wrap things up here?
Absolutely. Do you want to do any interviews with some kids while I herd cats?
Yeah. Why don't you send 1 or 2 up? We'll do 1 or 2. One or 2, and then I'll call it while you do what you have to do in terms of head coaching. Send maybe 1 or 2 wrestlers who were victorious up here. I'll ask them a couple questions, and then we'll call it a night here on TarTV.
Okay, well, it's a pleasure, everybody, and we'll see you in 2 weeks.
Yes, sir. 2 weeks.
Coffee next time, yes?
Yes,
for yourself and me.
No, I'll bring you a coffee. You bring me an apple, okay?
Oh, excellent.
Because that looked juicy.
I love it. Cliche, right?
Yes.
Teachers with apples. I'll send you a couple kids to chat, and then you can do your thing.
All right, Coach Ballone signing off. Alex Crawford staying on. Sailors victorious in the dual meet, 42-30. First time in Coach Ballone's tenure that the Sailors beat the Vaqueros. And Coach Ballone, of course, a former CIF champion. Out of Irvine High School. As I look to see some stats here on my phone. A couple big pins for the Sailors. Stick around on TarTV. We'll get a couple Sailors interviews. You know what? I'm going to take a breather. And when we come back, we'll have 1 or 2 post-meet, post-match interviews for you here from some victorious Sailors. And then we'll sign things off on TarTV. Sailors win the dual meet over Irvine, 42-30. We'll be right back with a couple post-game interviews on TarTV. All right, welcome back into TarTV. Joining us now, Giovanni Sabatasso. You won by pin, correct? You got a fall here today?
Yeah.
Okay, so one of many Sailors to pin their opponent. Sailors won the dual meet 42-30. You're a senior, right?
Yeah, I am a senior.
So how did it feel to start off your senior year with a pin and with a victory?
Felt pretty good.
Pretty good?
Yeah, pretty good.
How could it feel better?
If my guy was a little better.
Okay, so you're saying you're ready for the level of competition to increase. You're ready to level up. What are your goals for this season?
My goal is to go to state this season. I'm ranked 35th currently, and I want to be able to go in there and take some people's rankings.
Awesome. That's a great goal and a good way to start the year with that being your goal. We were talking with Avery McKinnon earlier, and he said you're the hardest guy to go up against in the wrestling room here at Newport. Yeah. But I want to ask you the same question. If you're the hardest guy to go up against, who's the hardest guy that you have to face from the Sailors team?
Definitely Chase Judd. That man is a Greek god. He's the only one who's able to put up with me.
Chase Judd. Okay, that's great. Goals for the team this season. You guys made a nice little run in the CIF dual meet postseason during the COVID year, and you won this dual meet 42-30 here tonight. What do you think the team can do collectively?
So I think we can go super far as a team if we start changing up our lineup a little bit. There's a couple people that weren't on the weight they were supposed to be at, just so we don't have to cut as much so we don't get burnt out. But like once we're in lockdown at the weights we're supposed to be at, I think we're going to do super good as a team.
Well, I hope so, because we only get to stream 2 dual meets here on TarTV, and we want more. We want to host another one here in the postseason, so hopefully we get to do that. Gio, thanks for hopping on TarTV. Great to chat with you, and we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Of course.
Awesome. Go Sailors. Thank you very much. Yeah, thanks. Jennifer Madrigal? No. Who do we- Yes? Okay. Yeah. And you got a victory as well.
No, I actually got pinned.
Oh, you got pinned.
I was winning, but I lost.
Oh, okay,
in the last
okay.
period.
Sorry, a lot of matches in the meet here in front of us. That's all right. Tell me what you can learn from that to open up your year here, starting off the season.
Honestly, I think I need to work on my strength and conditioning just because I was out for like 2 months because of my concussion and I just returned. But I think I need to work on my strength and conditioning. I think I should be fine for the season.
Okay, what are your goals for the season, Jennifer?
I want to go to Masters. It's been my goal ever since sophomore year. And I was actually supposed to go to CIF because I placed second in Sunset League my sophomore year. But I ended up dislocating my elbow during CIF training. So it kind of stayed as my goal to go to Masters and see where I go from there. But ever since it's been like a big deal of rankings, I'm trying to see if I can get ranked as well.
Okay, that's a good goal. You're a senior, correct?
Yeah.
6 girls on the team this year?
Yeah.
And tell me about that. Who's the toughest girl that you have to go up against in practice?
I would say Skylar Gassel. She's a 2-time All-American wrestler. So she's the toughest one in the room out of all the girls.
Yeah, she had an impressive match today. Across the board, guys and girls, what was your favorite match of the evening here at Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium?
Honestly, I think it was Skylar Gassel just because she puts on all the work. And you could honestly see it in the wrestling room. And not only is she in the wrestling room wrestling hard, but she also has a club. And honestly, she's kind of like my role model.
What's her club?
Team Thunder.
Okay.
And she's also she used to go to Silverback.
Okay.
So she's put a lot of work in. And I see her as her brother, Aiden Gassel, who's also wrestles in college.
Yeah.
So I kind of look up to her in wrestling.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome. That's great to hear. Well, Jennifer, thanks for joining us here, and good luck in your senior season.
Thank you.
Go Sailors. That'll do it here from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium. Sailors victorious 42-30 over the Irvine Vaqueros to open up the season. First meet of the year for Newport Harbor. We'll be back here in 2 weeks when the Sailors take on Capo Valley in their next dual meet. Thank you, everybody who tuned in on TarTV. Big thanks to John Hoist for producing tonight's broadcast, my co-host, my broadcast partner, Coach Dominic Ballone, all the players, parents, and coaches from the Newport Harbor Wrestling Program. Thank you for all of them. This is Alex Crawford saying from Ralph K. Reed Gymnasium to Davidson Field, from the bell tower to the pool deck. You've been watching Newport Harbor Wrestling on TarTV. Go Sailors.